High Plains Technology says it's time for school.
Well, look at the time, look at the traffic. You know what time it is. It's time for school. Of course, what I'm talking about is High Plains Technology Center, and I've got Katie, Shirley, and again, bringing a lot of guests.
Good morning, Brett. Thank you. I have today with me Jack Day, our Wind Tech instructor, and he has a current student with him, Quentin. So, Jack, I'll just let you go ahead and take over.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. And so we are back, and this morning we have Quentin Crouse with us. He's one of my students that's in the current semester of the program. Fixing to graduate December 17th. So wanted Quentin to come in because last time I was here, we had a student that bit of a different background, had gone to college a little bit, but Quentin is probably the total opposite of that. So, I just wanted to show folks out there that it doesn't matter where you start, as long as you do start. And so, Quentin, if you'll tell folks a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and what got you into the WIN program.
Yeah, so I'm from Gage, Oklahoma. Went to school there up until about junior high, and then the school got shut down. And so all my high school years, I kind of like bounced around from different schools, from Fargo to Arnett, and then I even went 2 semesters online. And then I finished my senior year in alternative education, and I actually got the idea to come to school at High Plains from my student counselor there at Arnett. I was stressing to her one day about what I was going to do with my future since I was almost out of high school, and she said, well, there is High Plains, and I didn't really know what to think about it because my financial situation, and she told me that there's like just scholarship help that I could get, and maybe I could qualify for it. And so I went over to High Plains and I did my tour of all the different classes that I could have took, and the WIN program stuck out to me a lot. And so I talked to a couple of people that I know that are in wind, and they gave me a really good reference of it. They said that it's a great career to have. It's a great way to go straight out of high school. There's a lot of money to be made, and it just sounded nice to me.
So he's being a little bit humble here. So Quentin, what struck me was so the alternate education. So you had a little bit of let's be honest, we had a little bit of an uphill battle, right?
Yeah. So
the alternate education piece. But what I love about Quentin's story here is that he didn't give up. So he came out and did like you mentioned, he did a tour of the program, and we did our interview process. But there was 6 months in between that time and getting into the program.
Yeah, so I was supposed to start the class prior to this one back in January, and I wasn't done with my alternative classes yet, so I told Jack that I wanted to take some time and finish high school completely before I started with another, furthering my education in a different way. And so I put it off for 6 months, and then he kept me in line to start the next class in July.
Yeah, but you followed up with me, though, too, so that's impressive, and that's, those are the types of things we're looking for. So how much electrical, hydraulic, or even, let's just say, technical experience did you have before attending the program?
I didn't really have any electrical or technical experience whatsoever before starting this class.
Yeah, so that just goes to show that really what we're looking for out here is character. And it doesn't, again, I keep harping on this a little bit. The starting points may be a little different, but you jumped right in there and you started. So here we are, we're 16 weeks into the program, 20 weeks, 800 hours. And just a few weeks ago, we built our resumes. We did some, I think when we had Chisholm here, actually, we were just getting into resume building and doing our interviewing techniques and things of that nature. So we're beyond that point. So can you elaborate a little bit about what's happened for you since we built resumes and what's your what's your future looking like now?
Yeah, so as soon as I got my resume done, I instantly started doing some job research, looking into different companies, and around that same time, we had several different big companies come in and do their presentations, and I had a couple that I really liked and put in applications, and it's kind of a process, so it took them a while to get back to me, but I started getting calls, and I got one from Gemini Energy Services that I really liked, and I liked their benefits and everything about the company, and they sent me an offer, so I went ahead and signed it. And so come December 17th, I'm on my way out to the field.
So already he has a position waiting and ready for him to go. But you do have another option though too. We're going to explore. I mean, that's good. So that's one of the cool things too, is that like he mentioned, we have different folks come out, from different companies, recruiters, or just people in general, managers who want to talk to our students. In fact, we just had one of my former students. She is with a large corporation, probably the largest one in America, owner operators, and she's a manager after 5 years. 5 years. So she's looking to step into a regional management position. So, what does that do for you? Does that give you some sort of hope? To you're stepping into a great career here.
Yeah, for sure. That does give me a lot of hope. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping my options open because I know that there's like bigger things that I could do in this field, and so I want to keep my options open and maybe look into different opportunities. Like
being on the radio, right?
Yeah, like being.
So probably would have never thought you'd be sitting here talking on the radio, would you?
Nope. It's definitely an experience.
But just keep doing what you're doing. That's where the money's at.
Yeah, for sure.
So what was the best part of the program? And you can't repeat Chisholm's, which everybody loves the evacuation.
Yeah, I love the evacuation. That was fun. But probably the troubleshooting. I love that part of it. Something about like getting my hands in there with electrical stuff and figuring out what's wrong with what, and just like realizing that my brain can do that stuff, because I never really thought that I could like put a electrical schematic together and enter a fault and figure out what's wrong with what and why something's not working. And it's a lot simpler than I would have thought before. Like there's nothing to it really.
Yeah, so that's exciting. I'm glad to hear that. So to know that you again, no technical background whatsoever, and then 20 weeks. So we're not even 20 weeks, yet. So we still have some troubleshooting to do.
Yeah.
So we're getting into the fun part when it comes to the technical side of it. So he's done great, which is one of the reasons I brought him. Wanted to bring him on is because guys, I just want folks to know that it doesn't matter. Alternate education. Just keep your nose clean. That's a huge part of it. Keeping a good, clean background, and just having the will to try and be motivated every day. So, and you can, here's success sitting in front of me right now.
Quentin, I have a question. What is something you would tell someone that maybe is in the position you were not too long ago, or just anyone that might be interested in checking out High Plains? What's just some word of encouragement you would give?
Think about your life. Just think about your future and where you want to be in 10 years and how you want to be living, and just stay motivated, push yourself to be better every day, and don't get discouraged. Anybody can do it.
That's great. I'm glad you persevered and you kept checking out High Plains, and that now you're about to be graduated and another success story. So thank you guys for coming, and we hope you have a good morning.
Thank you.
Yep.